Hey kids, the program you're about to listen to contains some adult situations, adult language, themes, and other adult topics. If you're easily offended, this show's not for you.
Naughty Pops. Are you looking for lollipops with adult shapes for any special occasion? Bachelor, bachelorette parties, gag gifts, and more? They have tons of gourmet flavors that are shipped right to your door. Order yours today at www.naughtypopsnow.etsy.com and tell them Krazy Truth sent you.
Hey, you crazy motherfuckers. Welcome back to another edition of Krazy Truth. Hey, guess what? This is episode 23. Got it right. Fuck you all. Yeah, it is. No, that's coming. No. Yep. Yeah. Suck it, sound guy. Yeah. No. So this is episode 23. So I'm your host with the most. I'm Cole, and I'm here with the lovely, lovely, lovely Miss Amanda.
Hey.
And we're going to do what we do best. Yeah, so wave to the hey.
I was waving to that one.
We're gonna do what we do best, which is make up answers to questions.
Make up answers.
So we're gonna start the show like we always do, with a crazy sex story. I gotta tell you what, this is a good one. This is actually sent in to us by one of our listeners.
Okay.
And I'm like, rock on. So this has got all kinds of different elements to it that who would have thunk it. This is okay. So in Union City, California, a 27-year-old Laura Martinez went into the local Walmart and she proceeded to strip naked in the middle of the store and started to try out all their different sex toys that they have now in the store. Yeah, a Walmart. Yeah, I know.
I know. That was the same thing. I said, Walmart carries sex toys?
Obviously, the store in California does. So she had tried out 12 different dildos before she was apprehended, and so when they came in, she was in the middle of the aisle, masturbating in the middle of the aisle when the police got there. So maybe she was in the power tool section. No, ma'am, that's not a dildo. That's merely a drill. Zzz.
I've got nothing.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. She is currently facing 7 criminal charges: felony indecent exposure, causing public indecency and disorderly conduct. And let me just put in there the time of day this happened: 9:45 a.m. That's right. Not in the middle of the night. Nope. 9:45 a.m.
Well, you know, people get off at all different times of the day.
Obviously, she gets off in every aisle. So here's the best part. She could be facing 3 years in jail and $25,000 in fines. You better come like a motherfucker for $25,000
orgasm. Maybe she didn't reach it.
Keep trying.
Wait. Let me finish.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, this is just fucking awesome. 9:45 a.m. What should we do this morning?
Well, I know, like in the stores, you can buy the little finger one, the little finger clip vibrator.
Would you try it out?
No.
Would you strip naked? Not just try it, not like casually, like, hey, let's just rub this. Okay, we know people that have found sex toys that weren't really sex toys at a home improvement store that are actually a cat pooper scooper. It shifts the fucking.
It vibrates.
Vibrates out. That is used as a fucking dildo.
Well,
not a dildo. No, actually,
a vibrator.
Just a vibrator. Yeah. So I mean, it takes all kinds. So number one, I want to go out to that store in California to see what else they might have. Number two, I don't care who you are. That is dedicated to your craft right there. Nothing better. So yeah. So what'd you do today? I went to Walmart, got some milk, got some light bulbs, got off, got arrested. All right, so hey, so if you know if you guys see other funny sex stories like that, don't hesitate to send those out to us because we love to share those on the news, on the podcast, because these type of sex stories make us realize as swingers, we're goddamn normal.
I can't imagine what would possess you to go and just use it unless
Horny.
you couldn't afford to buy one.
No, that's what she said. She goes, she was not trying, she was only doing it to test out the products to see which one she wanted to buy. She told that to the police. She was only testing out to find out which one she wanted to buy because she wasn't familiar with all of them, so she wanted to try them out.
Can you imagine the people that probably go there and buy it and then try it out at home and go, oh, I didn't like this one, and return it?
I'll tell you this much.
That would be gross. So if you buy one, I would really highly suggest cleaning it before using.
All I can say is, open box items like TVs and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Don't do that with sex toys. I'm just saying. Hey, if it's sticky.
We're not going to sticky pump. No, we're not going there.
Oh, good. All right. Shall we move away from I can't wait for the holiday season. You imagine all kind of weird shit we're going to hear. It's going to be awesome. All right. So shall we move on
I
to...
just can't get over that. I've got nothing.
I want to know, do they roll down the prices? No wonder. No wonder Walmart has a smiley face.
Well, they do have probably the back
Boing,
massagers
boing.
that, are like a wand. Yeah. Yes.
They do have rulers that are like rulers, and they have like, shocks that are shocks.
Now, we know people that are into BDSM, and they go walking through the store and go, ooh, that would be good as a paddle. Ooh, that would feel good.
See,
one had that deep tissue massager, and it looked like a butt hook. It really did.
Now, here's the thing that they didn't say. Some Walmarts have grocery departments. Let's pray to God she wasn't in the grocery department trying
God. Really?
Everything's a dildo if you're got courage enough.
Wash your fruits and vegetables.
No, those are not fruit flies, kids. Just so you know.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, let's move on. By the way, feel free to send all your hate mail to us.
To you, not to me. That's gross.
You know what? There's going to be people not going in searching Walmart for sex toys.
Thank God you have to peel bananas.
Tree decks. All right, so we
And someone put a picture of pickles, and it was turtle dicks. I like tree dicks. You like turtle dicks. There you go.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. All right, so let's get to a question, shall we? For
we have
fun.
those?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank God we have a question.
Yeah, let's get off that subject.
Okay. So, no, I don't want to do that one yet. No, I don't want to do that one yet either. Okay, I want to do this one. Okay, this one comes to us from Oklahoma. Oklahoma. This comes from Dan. I was allowed to use the whole first name. Dan.
Ooh.
We're getting used to it
Yeah,
now.
because that's so flipping common.
John Smith. Okay, so Dan asked us, is it okay to invite someone to a party without talking to the host? It's someone that is your good friend and they're someone. Is it okay to invite them to a party without prior consent from the host or the hostess of the party?
No.
Nope, thanks for asking.
Is that really a question? I mean,
Well,
it's
okay,
a question.
no.
No question is a stupid question.
Bullshit. Okay, so no, the obvious answer is no if it's a house party, right? I mean, if it's a house party and you're invited over for dinner, you don't show up and go, oh, by the way, this is my neighbor Jim. He was hungry too. You don't fucking do that. This is my neighbor Jim. He's horny too. You don't do that. But what about a bigger party? What about like a hotel party or like a, something like that? Is it okay then?
It depends on how the parties are hosted.
Okay, so
As far as like a hotel party or a party at some hall, I don't know. Where else are they?
we're going to the VFW hall, kids.
We went to some that they closed a bar down, and it was inside of a bar. It was more of a meet and greet, and you drove to a hotel afterwards.
Right.
You still, depending on the host or who's putting on the party, would want to know.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. It kind of comes down to common courtesy. Remember, it's still, most things are not, you're not going to find most parties like listed like on a billboard. Join the Army, join the Navy, swinger party this night at this hotel. You're not going to see that, right? Mm-hmm. So most of the time there's some sort of discretion involved with it. So, yes, here's the deal. Even though you might think this person would be a great fit for your hotel party or is a great person, if someone else is putting on the party, you don't know what they've had to do to put on the party or whatever the case may be. You have to let them know. Mm-hmm. You can't just... Now, if it's someone that's new, I want to hit on this because this is a big deal. If somebody that's new, you're like, well, I think they really like the lifestyle. You damn well better fucking talk to the host first.
Yeah.
Okay? Because here's the deal. It's all fun and games that you're pretty sure they're okay until the first time they come in and they see somebody sucking somebody else's dick and shit's getting wild and they freak out. Because you're not going to be the one that has to deal with that shit. The host is. So if the things are specific, hey, this is, we're going to give you the location after we get your information, you cannot give that shit out. If you give that shit out, be prepared. It's gonna be known, and be prepared that you could be not allowed to come into the party.
Very true.
Because think of it this way: who wants to be the douchebag that invites the wrong person into the party? That the next thing you know, there's like a front page article in the newspaper. And it happens. Okay, so people think this shit doesn't happen. Let me give you a perfect example. Okay, perfect example. This is gonna show my age right here. Don't even fucking care. When Elvis Presley died, don't roll your fucking eyes. When Elvis Presley died, okay, they were not letting very many people into Graceland to view the body. They let a very close family friend in to view the body. That would be Carolyn Kennedy, right? And she snuck pictures of him in the casket, and 2 days later, on the cover of Rolling Stones was the exclusive of Elvis in his casket.
Nice.
That was a family fucking friend. Huh? What? Where? I don't know. Anyways, so don't think it can't happen at a lifestyle party. So if you don't know someone, you invite them in, think they're going to be cool, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose, that shit's on you.
That's very true.
Okay, so make sure. So the thing is, you need to let them know. You need to let hosts and hostesses know who if you want to invite somebody, let them contact the person or whatever the rules are, however it's set up, let them contact or be contacted, then you're off the hook. And if it's a house party, fuck yeah, call. I mean, Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah, but it's small enough they're going to notice.
Well, wait, there's some random guy here or random girl here. At a house party, they might be more apt to go, okay, yeah, no problem, if you just let them know. But they're trying to plan food and, ratios and all kinds of shit like that.
Very true. But it does depend on the host, though.
Yeah,
we know some people are like, yeah, rock on,
Look,
you don't need, sure, you know who? Okay, awesome.
Okay, we'll give the example of our party, right? So our party is a huge party. It's a 600-700 person hotel takeover. If you want to bring somebody else, yeah, they have to register. As long as they register, we don't care. I mean, as long as they register, we're going to check to make sure they're in the lifestyle. Ta-da. It's not that big a deal. Like, we're not planning hors d'oeuvres. So if one more person or one other couple's there, it's not going to throw everything off and we're all fucked. It doesn't work that way. But you still have to be on a list. You cannot just walk up to the door and be like, hey, I'm Bob, and this looks like a great place to be, and we're going to go, come on in. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so we're still going to, check that a little bit. Yeah, we're still going to... Oh, well. Okay, there is a rare example. We do have the, occasionally. If you... Okay, so we've been at a party, and at one of our parties, where there was a pizza guy. The people ordering pizza.
Our party and this other party were in the same hotel.
The same hotel, same guy.
The first time we were attending the party, we weren't putting it on.
That's right.
And we get in the elevator, and here's this pizza delivery guy. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He goes, it's going good. And then all of a sudden, you see him again later, and you're going, oh, you're back. And he goes, yeah.
That motherfucker had the biggest smile on his face ever.
It wasn't until the third time that he's like, yeah, I delivered this pizza, and this girl sucked my dick. Oh, it was awesome. And we're like, dude, when you get off work, just come back.
And he did.
And he did.
And everybody recognized him.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
So when we had our big party, he was delivering pizza
I said,
again.
oh my gosh, you're back. And he goes, yeah, I told them any deliveries at this hotel, they're mine.
They're mine. This guy, yeah. So, okay, but now he's kind of part of the family.
He is.
He actually lived the dream. These people were just pre-partying, and there were women answering the door naked.
Yeah.
And shit. And he was just like, hello. And I don't know if he made a lot of money, but I guarantee he got a lot of tips.
Yeah.
He got a lot of, he hit the sex lottery.
Some of them in favors.
Twice he hit that. And you know what? This year when we have our party, we'll call Domino. The other place, wherever it's at. Oops.
Really?
We'll call the place and say, hey,
We'd like a pizza.
We'd like a pizza delivered, please. We have a specific person in mind. I'm going to make this motherfucker's day.
Oh, I got to remember what his name was. It was
will.
like Drew or something.
Drew, if you're listening, we want a pizza. Okay, so be cool with that. That's a huge one. That's just party season. See, that was a good question. I like that.
Did I say it wasn't?
No.
Okay.
Well, I kind of questioned it. First, I was like, well, that's kind of a damn dumb question. Okay, but then I liked it more. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. See, these are really good party questions
Okay.
because it's party season.
It's party
It's
season.
party season.
We just had one yesterday.
We did. We're still recovering.
Oh. Do not give me tequila.
Only if you want to see her puke. Not me.
I don't remember part of the night.
But it makes great memories for the rest of us. And that's all that really matters. Okay. So this is a big one, guys and girls. This one comes from Nebraska. Ooh. Yeah, we got one right from the Midwest. Go Huskers! Yeah, just
really
send all your hate mail, crazy Kasbh, whatever. Okay, so this one was sent to us by a female. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Okay.
And the question is to shave or not to shave. Now, I'm going to go on a limb here. I didn't try to get a hold of them because we were getting ready for a party. So I didn't get a hold of them to make sure that we were talking about armpits, legs, or cooters. I'm going to go with...
We know what we're talking about. They're genitals.
You don't know. Genitals.
Genitals.
You can't say that on this show. That is so wrong for this show. Genitals. Now we're going to be talking about penises and vaginas.
You're not shaving your penis. It's your balls.
Testicles. It's the politically correct crazy truth. Moist. Okay, so so to shave or not to shave. So the first question that everybody who watches our YouTube channel or knows us is going to want to know is they don't give a fuck what I do, but they're going to want to know, what do you do? Dun, 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 dun.
I shave.
Well, I know that guess what? Not everybody in the lifestyle has had a chance to see that. See? So
Oh, really? I waxed a few times.
That's only going to be a problem when we can honestly say that everybody already knows that.
I even got pictures. And she goes, are you seriously taking pictures? And I said, I might put it on our Facebook page. I don't know. I didn't. It didn't show anything anyway, and I didn't like how I looked, so it didn't go on there.
What's it going to show? It shouldn't show it. It should be a hairy strip of wax.
No. It was her putting the wax on.
Really, Mr. Meow, you wax on, wax off.
But I was very open about what we. What
do you mean by very
swingers.
open?
That I told her
Open?
Well, you have to do that too. You can't be shy when it comes to doing that by any stretch of the imagination. Butterfly position.
Flap,
It's okay.
flap,
I
flap,
care.
flap. Well, not you, but I guarantee you.
Yeah, shut your mouth now before it goes too far.
Too late.
I mean, come on.
It is what it is.
So, okay, so I've waxed a few times. Let me tell you what. I liked waxing. I was
Smooth
ready when
as
we
a-
got home. As soon as I got
You were
home,
home.
I was like, ooh, feel how wet that is.
Yes, you were. Waxing.
I'm not into pain, but there's some reason about waxing.
But waxing. Waxing.
But then I got away from it and I was shaving, and now I don't want it to grow out long enough to have to wax again.
See, there's the big thing, the 3-week rule. Right? Isn't that
Well,
what they said,
I
3
never
weeks or
followed
something
through
like
with
that?
that. You had to. Well, they didn't want you to shave between waxings, and that they wanted you to go 4 weeks. I'm like, I ain't go 4 weeks.
No, because at that point in time it's going.
It's a little fuzzy by then. It's like, what if I have a
Fuzzy
party?
Wuzzy was a bear.
And she goes, well, if you have a party and you need some more removed, we'll just come back in. I'm like,
A little off the
okay.
top and the sides, please. Well, okay, but here's the thing. So, is it a requirement to shave? No.
No.
Everybody has different tastes. Like, some people like all natural. Some people like landing strips. Some people like, just a little soul patch. Some people like it smooth
Isn't
as a
soul
baby
patch
bottom.
and a landing strip about the
No,
same thing? Okay.
no.
Well, I don't know. I
It
don't know
would
the
be like
names.
it'd be like a landing strip. A soul patch would be like a landing strip for like a helicopter, just a little helipad.
Can you imagine? There was a neighbor. She would go, well, I shave, but what I do is I leave it in a little heart. And I'm like,
Yeah, decorative cooter designs.
Seriously. And she goes, yeah, I leave a little heart and I shave everything. I'm like going, oh my God. Well, whatever is you're comfortable with, if you that makes you feel sexy, rock on.
Whatever you have time for in the morning,
she
that's
wasn't
all
a
that
swinger.
I'm just
I don't
picturing
think.
taking a cookie cutter and putting it up against your cooter and then shaving around it so it's smooth and stuff. I mean, during like Christmas, you gotta make it in like a Christmas tree. That'd be really impressive. I'm not gonna fucking lie. If somebody, I like all shaved. I really do. But if someone wanted to have more bush and it was in a Christmas tree and you painted like little fucking ornaments on it, I'm taking a picture of that, and I'm much more apt to tap that just out of principle.
Oh, wow.
Coming down your chimney. Ho, ho, ho.
Really, I got nothing on that. Holy shit.
Okay, so
Only you would think about that, but it'd make more sense for you to have jingle balls. Okay.
well, on a guy, you could do that. Well, you got to be careful because you have to enunciate very carefully with that. Jingle balls, jingle versus dingle.
Oh, good God.
Because
shut up.
Jingles are pleasant, dingles not so much.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, so
if
what
you
about on a
shaved,
guy?
You shouldn't have those.
What about what about on a guy? What do you like on a guy?
You know, I either like it trimmed really short or
Like
shaved.
a buzz cut.
Because I don't want pubic hair in my teeth or down my throat.
Which makes sense.
There's just nothing unattractive. And then I have very sensitive skin, so I'm very ticklish. And, you know, you're giving a blowjob, you're getting your nose tickled. Never thought about that, did you? Yes.
Oh, my God, that's awesome.
No, there was one time we hooked up with one couple, and he was full. I'm like, oh, okay, he's got a lot of hair. Okay, let's go. I was doing everything to hold my hand around it so my face touched my hand and not his pubic hair.
We're going into the forest, kids. We're going splunking.
It was horrible. Okay, so statistic-wise.
Ooh, statistics.
Okay.
Genitals.
76% of people shave completely.
Okay, I can believe.
Adults, I'm assuming.
Is this lifestyle or just the general population?
Just in general population.
Just the general pop. Mm-hmm. Okay.
General
I can see
population. So we're talking 67% of men
that. Okay.
and 85% women.
And that makes sense. I think for guys, it's been a slower thing to come. You had shaved before I ever did.
Okay. Amanda shaved
Right.
when the one certain book came out that every girl was glued to because it was porn.
Smut.
And he liked shaved girls. I'm like, well, I've never tried that. Before that, it was pretty much 70s bush, you know. I'm like, well, and that was before the lifestyle.
Right.
So I'm like, well, let's try it. And then it was hot as hell, and it gave a completely different feeling.
Right. And then I surprised
And it was less
you.
messy.
Cleanup is easier, especially with food substances.
Oh, God, would you stop it?
Okay, but then I surprised you when I did that.
Yeah, you did.
I surprised you when I did, and I have to say, okay, for a guy, it's a little bit more of a
You
pain
don't
in
have
the
a lot of
ass.
hair to begin with, though.
No, I don't, but it's a little more of a pain in the ass. Well, not. I mean, I don't shave my ass, but as I've
Some
gotten
guys
older,
do.
your balls hang low. We were just talking about this at the party this weekend about you need like a sling to hold them up and do all kinds of stuff with them to get everywhere. But I found that I felt fresher and cleaner and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Now it's a pain in the butt, and the one thing you learn really quickly is you learn that a razor, if you're not careful, you can cut your balls. And those fuckers will bleed like a banshee.
Well, I was trying to find where they had statistics for how many people had injuries.
Man
where
down.
was it?
Man down. My balls are bleeding.
Because I was like, okay, 1.5% experienced injuries so severe they had to seek medical attention.
The thing is, we have heard this because we have a bet running. I have a bet with another guy running right now about a friendly bet on a football game it involves our balls in terms of whoever loses has to have their balls professionally waxed and then we have to paint our balls in the other school's colors
Yes.
in front of people. We amended that though. We amended that because even using a professional waxer, your ball sack skin can rip, and you can cause an injury. And the last thing I'm doing is, or he's going to do, is get a rip and then put paint in it. I mean, okay, so because here's one of the things I've been conscious of this. I've shaved before an event. If I nick myself, you now have an open area on your ball sack, and you have to be careful of that for health stuff. So what I try to do is, like, for me, I like to try to shave a couple days ahead of. It's not like I get like a 5 o'clock shadow later that day. Okay, this shit is not just like, boom, coming that back. Yeah, so I like to shave a couple of days before a party, so that if you do have a nick or something, everything has a chance to heal up. I'm kind of a chicken shit on trying the waxing, but we know people that do it, and they say it's
There's
not
a
a big
guy
deal.
that goes in front of me when I was doing it, and he didn't.
Yeah, he did. I think it's once you get used to it.
Probably. I mean, I've talked to other guys. They said, "Well, no, it doesn't hurt. It's okay. There's no big deal."
Has there ever been a time though that you regretted, since you made the decision, because now it's been several years, that you have wished that you were not shaved, that you were not completely no pube hairs? Has there ever been never
That I've regretted.
that you go, oh fuck?
When it starts to grow back, and you're like, "Oh, I have to shave before I do anything."
It's kind of
Okay.
scratchy.
No, mine doesn't itch, so it's just like.
No, I
okay.
mean for other people, it feels kind of sandpaper.
Oh, well, yes, it feels like sandpaper.
Double. What about?
Now, there's some people that will use liquid, or
Right.
that use the hair removing gel.
Right.
There, in that article, it talked about how that can give you chemical burn. Experienced it.
Ow.
I just thought it was old hair removal stuff. Okay, I broke out in a rash, and okay, treat it, move on.
What about no? But what I'm thinking about is the first time you went to the doctor, the first time you went to your gynecologist. And
It
you
was a
went
little
from-
awkward because I'm like, oh my God, what's he going to say? Oh my God, is he going to go, ooh, why do you're not supposed to shave? Because I'm sure it does have the sanitary purpose.
and
behind it.
and chafing, right? Do you have more chafing now? Chafing. What? Not a dish. Do you have more of that now since you shave them before you used to?
No, because I have huge thighs. So when I walk, they rub anyway. So I get chafing regardless.
See, I get that now because I'm old and my balls do. So once it's in weird spots, it's down
No.
by my knees now. It's weird.
Some people are comfortable doing some of it at home. Me, not so much.
Okay, I'll tell it real quick. Okay, so we decided we were going to do this ourselves, right?
I decide, I'm like, we can do this at home.
This is not this difficult.
Just get a kit. It'll be easy. Piece of cake.
Don't do this at home. It was the funniest thing I've ever experienced.
No.
It was the most horrific thing we've ever experienced. Look, I'm putting hot wax on your cooter, and I'm getting on my hands. It's going places it's not supposed to go. It's not setting up. It's sticky, and it's just a mess. And so I look like a 2-year-old that's been finger painting with wax on your cooter. Your cooter looks like
I had sticky all down my leg.
Oh, it
was
looks like I
horrible.
just thrown wax all over it. And then when I went to pull, I wasn't holding it right, and shit's starting to stretch out, and it's ripping, and you're like...
And there was some bleeding involved, but thank God the tissue down there heals very quick.
and some tears, and I
I'm
think...
like, that's it. Just leave it alone. I'm like, went and stood in the shower. It was horrible.
Slowly picking
But
it
we've
off.
also known somebody that did it at home, and she took pictures later, and she'd burn the crap out of herself.
Yeah. Her cooter looked like a lobster.
She's like, oh, and we're like, oh, hot wax.
Because I remember the whole thing was she had a play date coming up, like the next day, and she's like, it looks like I'll be canceling that now, because it looked like she just got put in a toaster oven.
Oh my gosh, that would be horrible.
All right, so there's our take on wax. And you know what? Here's the
It's all your personal preference. It's what makes you feel good. What your partner, if you have a
set partner.
set partner, is,
It is.
what they like. If they're, some people have issues with ingrown hairs and stuff like that. Well, they can help take care of that.
Well, let us know. Give us your feedback and comment. Let us know. Do you shave? Do you wax? What do you like down there? What is your partner like? And guys and gals. Let us know. All right, let's take a quick second here, and welcome our second half sponsors to the show. Club G, where friends and pleasure come together. Come visit Club G, the hottest new lifestyle club in Des Moines. Over 3,200 square feet, huge dance floor, private play areas, and plenty of places for quiet conversation. Club G. Contact them for more information at dsmlsc01@gmail.com. What, am I going? Okay, hey, well, welcome back. Welcome back to the second half of the show. Okay, so.
Wow.
It's my first day. Checking my eyebrows out. Okay, awesome. There we go. Second back, here we are. All right, so we got another question. Now, okay. So this question comes to us from L.
Yes.
L.
I know L.
L. L is in Iowa. Mm-hmm. She's an Iowegian.
Yes.
Okay, so her question is this. Or L's question is this. That was smooth, wasn't it? So L's question is this. Are some couples or people out of your league, and how do you deal with them? Okay, so I think we need to get a little backstory. Ish. Yes, no, maybe? You don't know.
Ish. I mean.
Ish. Okay, here's one of the biggest things. Out of your league stuff, okay, this always like pisses me off. Not at all, because this is a great question. But it pisses me off because here's the deal. Look, no one in the fucking lifestyle, I don't care where you're at, I don't care how old you are,
Don't care who
I don't care who you are, I don't care how much fucking money you have, none of you or us are fucking supermodel, hot, most beautiful people in the fucking world. Okay? If we were, you would not need to be on a swinger site. You would not need to be on a lifestyle site because you would have people throwing pussy or dick at you nonstop. You'd have to beat it off with a stick. Okay? We're all just fucking people. And here's the thing. No matter how gorgeous on the outside somebody is, if you're a fucking cunt on the inside or a fucking dick on the inside, you're an ugly motherfucker. That simple.
There are some people that like the surface stuff. But a majority that we have run into when we've asked the question before are all about personality.
Personality. So that's the first part of this. It's like, here's the deal. Okay, number one, if someone thinks they're all that in a fucking bag of chips, you know what? Give them every opportunity to do exactly what they want to do, which is look in a fucking mirror and admire themselves. Mm-hmm. Okay? It's that simple. The easiest way to stop this bullshit out there is don't give those motherfuckers even a second of your time. No matter what. Just don't. Okay? Dog puke. All right. So the thing is that no one, you have to keep in mind, no one is out of anybody else's league. I truly don't believe that. You may not, which one is it?
If you're hot, send pics.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you're hot, please send us pictures. No one is out of anybody else's league. Okay, the thing is that you have to start off. You have to love yourself. Okay, you have to be okay with yourself. We're all a work in progress. I think that's what's got to be said right out there. I am not where I want to be. I want to be by the time I'm 50, like fucking ripped. I am not currently there. Okay. Wow, you're agreeing with that fast as shit. Awesome. But it's true. I'm a work in progress.
I'm not where I want to be. It's all good.
We're a work in progress. Does it mean that somebody's out of my league just because maybe they're closer to their goal than I am to mine? No.
But when we first started in the lifestyle, and even up as early, as late as like a year ago.
Last night at the party.
A year ago, there were some girls you thought were out of your league.
I did.
And you were intimidated by it. You would not go up and approach them.
Nope. And when we had a chance.
L being one.
That's right. L was one. Absolutely. Yeah.
You would not go approach her because you thought that there's no way in the world she would ever like you.
Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. it is at some point in time you have to sit there and just go. You have to make a switch. It starts by being okay with who you are to begin with. What it was for me was to realize, go, okay, you know what? I'm not 20 years old. I don't have all the cool hair I had when I was 20. I don't have the rockin' bod I had when I was 20. I'm not 20, and it's okay. And then I opened my eyes and realized, you know what? Everybody else, no matter, I don't care how attractive, physically attractive someone is or how much closer they are to their personal goal that they are, they have the exact same fears that we did. They have the exact same fears. And actually, what sucks is some people that are closer to their goals, and that's how I'm always going to say it, they're closer to where they want to be, actually have a harder time with self-esteem because people, like what I used to be, were too intimidated to walk up to them and talk to them. So they didn't feel like they were gorgeous. They didn't feel like they were pretty. And that's, when you think about that, that's a huge deal. I guess the thing is, it's not so much about how do you deal with people that are out of your league. It's how do you deal with your own concept that somebody is out of your league. Very true. Okay, so okay, for guys, and I don't know how it is. Is it easier? Do guys intimidate a woman more, or do girls intimidate another woman more? When determined like who out of league. Does that make any sense at all? I guess I know I kind of sound that stupid.
For me as a female, are women more intimidating or men? Is that what you're asking?
Well, if you were to, okay, there's a couple. We're interested in this couple, right?
Okay.
Are you gonna look at the woman and how she looks and be like, wow, she's really, really pretty, and is that gonna intimidate you? Or are you gonna look at a guy and he's really ripped and go, wow, he's really hot, and that's intimidating? Which is going to be more intimidating for you? That the woman's really hot or the guy's really hot?
Both. But I say that loosely because it's the woman you're going to notice first.
Okay. So as a woman, you're still going to notice the woman first.
You notice the woman first and go, well, I look nothing like that, and that's what he likes, so there's no way that he's going to want me because I don't look like that. Okay. And this was even before you had started really playing with girls. Right. Okay. So... And that makes sense. See, for a guy, for me, it doesn't. I'm not as intimidated by a guy. Like, I don't look at a guy and go, oh fuck, man, I'm screwed, because he's all ripped. Occasionally, that can do a mind fuck on me. But most of the time, it's not. I will look at a girl if she's really, really hot and be like, there's no way. I'm old. I've got gray hair. I got fat. That's what's funny. It's going to be for me, it's still the female that's also most intimidating. I think it's more intriguing that a woman is going to notice another woman, even when you weren't by. I mean, sometimes you'll still notice the guy first. Sometimes you'll notice the guy first and go, well, look at how ripped he is. There's no way he'd want somebody like me. But you also know that's bullshit. No, yes and no. Well, I mean, here's the deal. Every fucking guy, pussy's pussy. That's what they're in the lifestyle. Let me put this. Yes, but not every guy can get it up for every girl. Right. It has to be a turn on. A girl doesn't necessarily have to be turned on. And we'll go, okay, let's go. And you just lay there. But for a guy, you will know if they're not turned on by you. That's why you'll assume they're not turned on by you. Yes, you assume. And that's why when some guys have issues getting an erection, which sometimes they do. Or boner, as we like to normally say on this show. So I know it happens. And mentally I know it happens. It happens to every guy, regardless if they claim it does or not. It does. Right. But it's always in the back of your subconscious that maybe they don't like how I look. Right. And okay, so this is where as a couple you go round and round and round nonstop. Because but it makes perfect sense. It makes sense, and as a guy you understand it. But you also, as another guy, you think of this and you go, I don't want to get my dick wet. Okay, I mean, but it also makes sense. The challenge is that
when you are, you've had very few guys, very few really, that once stuff started going, you couldn't get them up. You've had some, but you've had very few.
The really hairy guy couldn't get.
Well, that's because you were like choking on carpet. So, I mean, but the thing is, okay,
tried.
but most of the time, and when you can't get them up, it has nothing to do with an attraction at that point in time. 99% of the guys, once their dick goes in your mouth or any girl's mouth, unless there's teeth involved, then usually shit's going to start to like rise up. Unless they're having other issues, which we've talked about before.
Mental, yeah.
Right? So it eliminates it. I mean, the initial part of it, yeah, it makes sense, but then it gets over it. But for a guy, okay, so you get somebody that's a really attractive girl and she's really shy. Well, my self-confidence is I'm going to be afraid because she's really attractive. I'm going to try to go up and talk to her maybe, but I'm shy and I'm going to be like a tool slobbering on my fucking self, and I'm just gonna be like face palming right in front of her. I'm dumb. I'm gonna leave now before I say something else stupid. And she's kind of shy as well. Then it perpetuates the problem. Then she thinks, well, he's not interested. I think that she thinks I'm a raging moron, and then nothing ever happens. But it really all comes down to it's all up here. It's all in your brain.
I know.
Well, no, I mean, I know we know. I know you know. That's why you're on the show. We know. But
It doesn't mean it doesn't mess with your head.
Right. It does. Exactly. It can mess with your head. So the thing is that the challenge more becomes how do you get it out of your brain? Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, we obviously do this live we're live right now on our page, Krazy Kasbh. And we got a great comment here from a young lady. She goes, I'm always hesitant to talk to new people. Not all men want all types of women, especially bigger women. Yes, everybody has their own types of their own body types that they're most into. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you from personal experience and from all the people I've known that, again, personality. Mm-hmm. You may initially be more drawn to a specific body type, right? You're short. Miss Amanda is a Smurf. It is what it is.
Picked on bad.
Okay, that's because you were able to go for a horsey ride on a guy's lap last night, and that was funny as shit. And so you're short. So a lot of people would assume that I'm automatically going to go that's the type of girl I'm going to go for. Generally it is. But in the lifestyle, because the whole idea of the lifestyle is trying new flavors, like that ice cream chain, 31 different flavors, I might be more apt to go towards a girl that is 6'3", because that's something different than what I obviously have now.
You were intimidated by somebody that was that tall once.
I was, but I was also intrigued.
Yes.
I was very intrigued. But here became the reality of it. That was the initial draw. But I can honestly say personality is always going to win out. Communication. If you're funny, if you I don't care how much opposite you are of what maybe the body type I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. If you're funny and whatever, then I'm in. And the deal is this is understanding part of the lifestyle. I think part of how you overcome with people that are out of your quote unquote, and I'm doing the little quote signs for those that don't have the YouTube channel, out of your league is to understand that everything in the lifestyle is not about fucking.
Right.
I mean, Look, we were at a party last night that there are several great friends, people that we have known for a couple years now that are really good friends, super fun time to party with. We have not had sex with. Mm-mm. And it doesn't diminish anything at all. It's not that maybe we won't at some point in time, but that's not the overall issue. I think that when you get hung up on the pretty people or the people out of your league, you're thinking just in terms of physical. Swinging is so much more than that. And what'll happen is if you get to know somebody, we've had this happen, we've lived this. People that we ended up hanging out with, talking with, and just getting to know more, and then all of a sudden one night, I said, well, hey, you want to fuck? Yeah, let's fuck. And it was great. And it was not people that initially that would ever, they were nowhere, even not even a blip on the radar at all. So, but we didn't let that intimidate us or stop us.
No, you're true. No, I know who you're talking about.
Why? You were there.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is that people have to understand that you have to be able to talk to us, or talk to people in general. We get it all the time now. This sounds fucking stupid. It's even stupid having to say it. With our page, we get it all the time. That people all of a sudden, we have physically heard people say,
"Oh my God, you're Kasbh." Well, I've always wanted to talk to you. I always wanted to meet you, but I was too afraid to come up and say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened in a bar. You loved it.
Yeah. But we hear that now. We've heard people say that, that, well, we're out of their league. No, we're not. We're just fucking people. And the big thing is that once people come up and talk to us and they meet us and they see that we're just people, the biggest challenge we have is we need people to come up to talk to us. Say hi. Because personality is always going to win.
We're always going to say hi back. We're always going to start a conversation.
And then we're going to be judgy as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what we do. This is kind of shit where I always get myself in trouble right there.
You think?
Absolutely. I'm just joking. Look, if you can't figure out that I'm a jokester, I'm funny guy.
Smart ass, but so am I. It is what it is.
Okay, so the thing is, get over.
What Elle needs to do?
Okay.
Is she needs to, and this is kind of funny coming from me.
Ooh, hypocritical alert!
Hypocritical
alert! Whoop whoop whoop!
Is she needs to realize that there are a lot of guys that find her drop dead gorgeous.
Yes.
Gorgeous body.
Yes.
I wish mine was just like it.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a lot of guys who wish their bodies were just like it, but
me personally.
Yes.
Me personally.
Yes.
And you embrace it.
Yeah.
I know that's funny coming from you.
Wow, listen to that confidence. Miss Amanda will be on tour with public speaking and confidential. No, but you have, and you're exactly right. And here's the thing: don't let other people in your life dictate your opinion of yourself. Okay, because we know of too many people where, because the significant other is a fucking wuss and has their own self-esteem issues, that they take and try to bring them down because they're so afraid.
Or they've had past relationships that they were always put down, or they never felt like they were good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. And
gosh, I grew up always thinking I was ugly.
Jesus,
no joke.
Fuck. That's not true.
And it's not that my parents didn't tell me I was pretty, because they did. But I'm like, you have to say that. You're my parents. That's a rip on you if you say that I'm ugly.
It's the same thing you say to me.
Amanda's messed up in the head. But I've gotten better.
Well, it's a learning curve. I mean, it is. It's a growing.
The lifestyle does help. It does give you a confidence boost.
If you handle it right.
If you handle it right.
Look, here's the deal. The lifestyle is neither good nor bad, right? The lifestyle is 100% what you make of it. Mm-hmm. If you use it for what it should, which is that people legitimately, they're not your spouse. They're not required to tell you you're pretty, okay? Or that you're handsome. And even if it's somebody that you're not interested in, if they have the courage to compliment you, or if you're on a social media site or whatever the case may be, and people like or comment to your pictures, even if you're not interested in hooking up with them, remember it took them courage to say that, and it's still a compliment. How many times do I say that, and do we say that to each other? There'll be somebody that we are absolutely, I'm sure they're nice people, but we're absolutely not interested, and they'll be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful to you, or oh my God, you're handsome. You have to remember it's still a compliment all the way through. The lifestyle can be bad if you let it consume you. If you let everybody else's, if you don't get enough likes or thumbs ups or hearts on a certain social media site and you let that fuck with your brain, it can be bad.
It can play mind games.
Yes. And
It can. You see a 23-year-old that puts pictures on and gets 80-some likes and hearts and, oh, my God, you're so gorgeous.
one of them was your husband, and that pissed you off.
No, it has nothing. No,
Fucking with
it's
ya.
whatever. You went for older women anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I do.
But then, yeah, you're
Cocktails.
okay. 47. You put a picture on. Okay, I'm a bad example. But you put a picture on, and you only get like 40, maybe 50.
Right.
There's 40 or 50 people that liked you.
Yeah.
They're liking. I can't speak for men when they like a young girl's pictures, but you know, it's more because they'd never seen her before. She was new, so
Fresh
let's
meat.
start liking her pictures. Fresh meat.
It's a numbers game for guys. You have to throw out. Look, if you throw out one fishing line, right, your odds of catching a fish are fucking slim. You throw out you throw out 150, the odds just got way better in your favor.
Oh, whatever.
Well, when the sound guys saying we're not all like that. Hey, look, here's the deal. This is you look at like Powerball tickets. Okay, we know the odds
This
really
ought to
don't.
be
We
good.
know the odds really don't go up. But when it's 100 million or 500 million or $1 billion, people buy more tickets, right?
True.
So here's the deal: if they're 23, you know what? You got to buy more tickets if you want a chance to get to ride that fucking thing. It is what it is. Your odds are still slim to fucking none. We get that part, but even though it's still 1,000,000 to 1, it's like, yeah, but I got 2 chances at it. So you're gonna throw it out there, right? But okay, so the thing is
I got
that
nothing.
we were just talking about this the other day, and I said the worst thing that is on our page is the fact that you can see the total number of likes and hearts of somebody else's picture. Mm-hmm. If you could only see the likes and hearts of your picture, so you didn't look at L's picture with 180 or the 23-year-old with, breaking the computer or whatever, all of a sudden your 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 would seem way better. You'd be like, well, holy fuck, look at all these people that like me. Ooh. But instead, you turn around and you look and you see somebody else that has one more, and the first thought that crosses your mind, and it's not just a woman thing. The first thing that crosses your mind is, well, what the fuck do they have that I don't have?
It's a competition.
And here's the thing. For guys, guess what? Guys bitch about it. We don't put pictures on. La, 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 la. And the reason we don't is because no one likes our pictures anyways. I know. It's because we're going to send dick pictures and friend requests. Yes, we are. Again, fishing lines.
I have liked guys' pictures, and I get friend requests.
Because we don't get it. Look, when you only get 10 likes, you're so fucking excited that a chick might actually like you. And now you can do something with those 87 dick pics on your phone. You just can't help but take full advantage of it. No, I'm not encouraging dick pictures. But,
Good God.
But seriously, you are. What it is like, oh my God, this chick, this woman gave me attention. It's like the dog, okay? When the dog walks by, and every time the dog walks by, you scratch behind his ears. Right? What's the dog going to do? That motherfucker's going to make 75 more passes by because you're touching him. If the dog walks by and every time he walks by, you ignore him, well, he's going to keep coming around. So if he puts a picture on and you scratch him behind the ears, he's going to start liking all your shit, and he's going to want his ears scratched some more, and probably his dick sucked. But that's beside the point. But he's going to want that attention, and he's so excited because on our page with almost 2,500 members, half of them are females. Finally, out of 1,250 people with vaginas, somebody liked this shit. Okay, and so you're but we're watching all these pictures. So we remember, I've been on the same meme, and I've just sent out 875 hearts, likes, loves, smiley faces, and I got 10 that actually responded back. I'm going to get pretty excited with those 10. Okay. So here's what I'm actually encouraging. Everybody to get, all you women to get all these great hearts, likes, and stuff on pictures, like every single guy's picture. And then they'll quit sending you dick pics and friends.
There was one time I did that on all the, I put a meme on, and so I liked everybody that liked it. And
Look, it's a challenge. It's a hard thing. Just remember that anytime that you don't feel, and I'll say this more to the women than the men. Men, if you don't get enough hearts and likes, get the fuck over it. You're a dude. Okay? But for the women, if you don't get enough hearts and likes, scroll through that meme. Don't just stop on the ones with the high numbers, right? Because I promise you, on every fucking meme out there, there will be somebody where you have 40, 50, 60, 80, 100. There's another woman on there with 10 or 5 or none. Mm-hmm. And the bigger thing to remember is there is also a whole bunch of women on there that you don't see their picture because they're afraid they're going to get none. Mm-hmm. So you have to remember that. And as for Elle, and to all the girls like Elle out there, look, you need to understand something. We are not required as hosts of a podcast or as owners of a page or as a male species in general to walk up and tell every woman that we see that they're beautiful. We're not required to do that. It's not, if you're married, it's not in the vows. No point in time is it say to give fake compliments and bullshit and kiss your ass. That's not in any of the vows. I know, I'm efficient. I do this shit. Okay? Know that when we say it, we actually mean it. Mm-hmm. And the thing is don't let one person, because of their own insecurities or whatever the case may be, don't let that person sap everything away from you. Remember, to every single woman out there that's listening to this show right now, I say, and on our page, I say this to you from the bottom of my heart. I've said it before. You're all beautiful. You're all beautiful in your own special way. And you know what? Love yourself. Let your inner beauty fly. God, that was deep.
That was deep.
Wow.
What? And all the guys. Sorry.
See how many she means that?
Well, for all the guys. Like, I can take a flippin' hint. Sorry. And I'm just listening because he says it to me all the time. So he's just like, I wouldn't say it if just because I'm married to you. It's not in the vows. I don't have to say it. I say it because I mean it. Okay, so I was kind of stuck in that because it
means something to you.
It does. It means a lot.
Here, I'll speak for Miss Amanda. What you're saying is, all the guys, send your dick pictures to Miss Amanda. Send those to crazy.kasbh at gmail.com. Address Miss Amanda. And just address it in the subject line, here's my cock. That's what you need to do.
Send it to me. I don't care. I'll send you something back.
Yeah. Oh.
But for the guys,
Say, what am I saying again? Yeah, but seriously, for all the guys.
I don't know. I was being interrupted. For all the guys out there, there are women that find you attractive. We have had guys that whine and say, nobody likes my picture. Some of them are just afraid to say that they like your picture because maybe you're not going to like them back.
Or you're going to send them dick pics.
Or you're going to send them dick pics or friend requests. You know what? It doesn't matter if they have to learn how to deal with that part. The females do. But just because you don't get anything on those pictures doesn't mean somebody doesn't like them. A lot of times women won't comment, won't like something because they're afraid, well, what if they don't like me and I'm just pestering?
That's deep. I'm fucking with you. No, it is. Here's the thing. The one thing I can tell everybody listening with us, when we tell people this, we actually mean it. Because we've been there. We've been just as insecure. We have just as many self-doubts.
Sometimes we are still so insecure.
Yeah, exactly. We all are. It doesn't matter how long you've done this. It doesn't matter.
It was awkward last night. A couple different times I had someone go, oh, man, you're just so beautiful. And there was one I put my head down and I just went, thank you. I don't take compliments very well, but thank you.
I know we're getting close on time, but I'm actually going to say this because this is something we've talked about. All of you women out there, the correct way when a guy comes up to you and tells you you're beautiful, when they tell you you're attractive, there is only one right answer. Only one. The right answer is thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because here's the thing. You know what? Remember, it takes a lot of guts and balls to walk up to a woman and say that. And even though when you go, oh, no, I'm not really, you're not meaning to rip on the guy. A guy takes it as like a rejection. And the thing is that thank you, because guess what? They're not required to. How do we end it so
was my
deep?
response bad?
No, you were honest. You were honest. Okay, quick, tell a joke. Say something funny. We can't end on something that's serious.
Oh, whatever.
Penises. Moist.
He spoke at the right time. See, he was saying it with you.
All right. Well, so there we go. Let's call it a wrap.
Awesome.
Okay. So, again, thank you so much for listening to another one of our shows. Let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors.
Naughty Pops.
Dixon Pussy and Candy Form.
If you're looking for lollipops with adult shapes and whatever.
Sizes.
Well, they do come in multiple sizes. Whatever. And they have lots of flavors, and some of them are really awesome. If you're looking for bachelorette, bachelor parties, if you're looking for gag gifts, they even have some that aren't naughty, But you can order yours today at www.naughtypopsnow.etsy.com. But tell them Krazy Truth sent you so they at least know where it came from.
Gag guess.
We don't get anything off of it. They just, for marketing purposes.
They're talking about giving us a lifetime supply of dick suckers. Just saying. Anyways.
They even have these.
That's right. They even have Kasbh fingers. All right, and don't forget about Club G, where what the hell goes on there? Where friends and pleasure come together. The hottest new club in Des Moines. Hey, and don't forget, coming up next week, or the week of when you hear this show, is their big Halloween party. So make sure you get a hold of them. There's limited tickets. October 27th, limited supply of tickets. Again, their email is dsmlsc01@gmail.com. All right, and if you like what you're hearing from us and all of our ramblings and yammerings, you can follow us at a couple of different places. Guess what? I got a cheat sheet. I wrote it down this time.
Ooh.
You can support us at our Patreon, www.patreon.com/Krazy Kasbh. That's crazy with a K, Kasbh with a K. You can follow us on Twitter at Truth Krazy. Keeping it real, that's what we do. On Instagram, you can follow us at Krazy, capital K, _ Kasbh, capital K. You can find us on Facebook, on our Facebook page at Krazy Truth. Mm-hmm. That's a closed group, so you can find us. Not secret, but closed group.
But if you want to be part of ours, let us know.
Well, yeah, look at you going all that. Don't forget also follow our YouTube channel. It's Kasbh. That would be www.com/C/Kasbh.
What the hell were you given?
That's our YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, www.youtube.com/C/Kasbh.
I'm like looking at you going, what are you saying?
And you can buy our swag. I forgot to write that one down. www.teespring.com/stores/Krazy-Kasbh. Truth. Krazy-Truth.
It will be in the descriptions. It'll be up on the screen,
And hey, if you like what you hear, send us love mail, send us hate mail, send Miss Amanda dick pictures. And if you want to be part of our secret Krazy Kasbh group, 2,400, almost 2,500 growing strong, send us an email at crazy, Krazy, Kasbh, Kasbh, @gmail.com. Oh, wow, that's a lot of shit. Okay, so, hey, doing it the only way we know how, and the only way we want to, Kasbh style, out.
Night.